Okay, lesson 5.5. In this outcome, we will write equations of a line given a table, maybe ordered pairs, or given the slope. Okay, so we're going to be writing equations. So you need to recall a very important equation that we learned in the last video. This one right here, slope-intercept form. There are only two formulas that you have to remember for this unit, and this is one of them. Y equals mx plus b. So please make sure you have this down. Y would be the y value of an ordered pair, m is the slope of the line, x is the value of x value of an ordered pair, and b is the y-intercept, where that line is going to intersect at the y-axis. Okay? So please take a minute. This is a very important formula. Write that down. All right, here we go. So, Sam has $20 in his bank account and deposits $5 each week. Given a scenario like this, you can very easily write the equation. So why don't you go ahead and do that? Just write the equation real quick. Okay? And here it is. Y equals 5x plus 20. That was not that difficult. Let me get a pen here. Okay? Which one of these numbers is our m? Which one is the slope? This is the slope. Our slope is 5. Okay? What is our y-intercept? Where's this line going to hit the y-axis? It's going to hit it at 20 because that's our b. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? When we graph this line, as you learned in the last video, we need to start with the y-intercept. That's where we start. So we put our first dot on 20 because that's our y-intercept. Okay? Now, this tells me my direction on how I get to the next point. My slope is 5. That means I have to go up 5 over how many? 1. Very good. So up. Now this counts by 5, so be very careful. I go up 5 and I go over 1. I go up 5 more from 25 to 30 and I go over 1. Now I have a line here, but I'm just going to draw it for you, rough sketch. Whoosh. Nice long line with arrows on both sides. That is this linear function graphed. Okay? So again, my y-intercept is right here at 20. That's where I start. And my slope is 5. Okay? So that's being able to graph an equation from a scenario. You write the equation like you normally do. All right, here we go. Same scenario, except this time we can do it from a table. So let me get this tool here. Sam has $20 in his bank account. He deposits $5 each week. So, again, you could fill out the function table for 0 weeks, 1 week. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Because I'm going to show you the answer. All right, so here we go. At 0 weeks, he has $20, which that would be my y-intercept. Okay? My slope, what is the change? What is the change from 20 to 25? It's plus 5. What's the change in the number of weeks? It's 1. So which one goes on top, 5 or 1? The 5 goes on top. Okay? And that's my slope. All right? And I can take this down here, and there's my y-intercept. Okay? Again, now we can graph it. I know I have to have a point at 0, 20. And then I also have to have a point at, let's do 545. 5 and go up 45. There it is. And there's my linear function. Okay, I only needed 2 points to graph it. That's not too bad. Okay, here we go. All right, this is where we get into the meat of it. What if you're given just the slope and an ordered pair? Okay, could you find b? So if I know m and I know an ordered pair, would I be able to find just b? Recall back to literal equations. If in a literal equation there were 4 variables, I better have had how many pieces of information? I better have had 3 pieces of information because I can only solve for 1 variable. The same holds true here. So yes, you can. Write the equation of a line when the slope is 2, so I know that 2 is going to have to go in somewhere, and it passes through 5, 6. Well, let's see here. First of all, of the 2 equations that you're going to have to memorize, the slope-intercept formula and slope, which one do we need right now? Do we need to find slope? No, because you're already given slope. So we need this equation right here. Right now, we don't need this guy, so I'm just going to delete it. All right, I have 4 variables. That means I better find 3 pieces of information. Well, there's my 2. So 2 goes in for m. Very good. All right, let's see. I have 5, 6. Which one of those is the x value? Good, it's the 5. All right, 6 right here, that is my y value. So that goes here. Now I have this plus b. I didn't do anything there. But what's happening between this m and x? What operation is that? Good, it's a time sign. Okay, whoopsie. Let me get my pen. All right, I'm ready now. Okay, so now we can solve for b. We know the slope is 2. All right, so let's see. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, I didn't do anything with plus b, so that still has to stay there. And it still equals 6. Now, easy question, can I get b by itself? Yes. 10 has to go away. What's the inverse of positive 10? Minus 10. Good. Minus 10. Now I'm kind of running out of room here, but these cancel, and b is equal to, what's 6 minus 10? Good. Negative 4. So I have b is negative 4. I know my slope is 2. Can you write the whole equation? Y is equal to, what goes in for m? 2x. Now, the b is minus 4. So you can do one of two things. You can say plus negative 4, or I would really like you to write it like an algebra student. Y is equal to 2x minus 4. That's the equation of the line with a slope of 2 and passes through 5, 6. We're going to do one more together. All right, here we go. Write the equation of the line with the slope when the slope is negative 3 and it passes through the point negative 6, 12. All right, here, oops, hold on. I want to get this. There we go. Okay, first of all, which equation are we going to need? Y equals mx plus b or the slope formula? Do you need to calculate slope? No, so we don't need that formula. We need y equals mx plus b. Okay? All right, first things first. Do you know m? Yes, you do. It's negative 3. So in for m, you need to put negative 3. Okay? Do you have x and y? Look here. Negative 6, 12. Negative 6 is x. 12 is y. So you go ahead and set that up. Pause it for a minute because I'm going to show you the answer. All right? There we go. So we have negative 3 times 6 plus b, and then I just took my 12 and put it in for y. Now I want you to solve it and solve for b. Solve for b. So negative 3 times 6 is going to give you negative 18 plus b. Now you need to get rid of negative 18. Well, how do you do that? You do the inverse. Go ahead and solve, pause, and then here's the answer. So in this equation, my slope is negative 3, my y-intercept is 30. Do I have a slope? Do I have a y-intercept? Can I write the entire equation? Yes, I can. Oops, what's this one? Oh, m is negative 3, we already said that. And here's the final equation, right here. Y equals negative 3x plus 30. My y-intercept is 30. My slope, it told me, was negative 3. All right, let's try another one. Whew, okay. Last thing. Now you're given just 2 points. That's all you're given. So in this last example, you were given slope and just 1 point, and you were able to plug it in. This example, you're given 2 points. So what's the first thing you're going to have to find? M or B? You're going to have to find M, which is the slope. So that means we're going to have to use this formula here. Okay? Second, you're going to have to find the y-intercept, and that's going to use the other formula that you had to do. Okay? Which is your y equals mx plus b. All right, let me get a shade here because I don't want you to see all of this just yet. Okay? Right there we are. Okay, look here. So here are my 2 ordered pairs. You already know how to find slope. Stack the ordered pairs, label them x and y. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Calculate your slope. That's all I've done here. Okay? So you pause me and do it on your own. Find the slope for these 2 points. Because here's the answer. The slope is 2. Alright? Now we have a slope. What other formula can we use? We can use y equals mx plus b. Well, but hold on, Miss Sargent. I have 2 ordered pairs. Which one do I use? It doesn't matter. You can pick either one of these and you'll get the same answer. Now, myself, I believe I chose 9, 15 as my ordered pair. And so that's here. So y equals mx plus b. I plugged in my slope. My slope was 2 because I just found that. I have to pick one ordered pair, and I chose 9, 15. So for me, my x was 9, and my y was 15. Well, now I just solved them right for b. 2 times 9 is going to give me 18. Oops, get out of here. I have 18 plus b. Well, I don't need 18 plus b. I need 18 on the other side. So how do we get rid of it, positive 18? We do minus 18. And we end up with b is equal to 3. That is a lot of work. And you have to take your time, because if you mess up on the slope, you're going to mess up on the entire equation. Do you have m? Yes, it's 2. Do you have b? Yes, it's 3. I want you to write the entire equation and pause, because I'm going to turn the screen and you're going to see the answer. There it is. M was 2, b was 3. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. Let that soak in for a minute. You only need 2 equations. You need the slope equation and the y equals mx plus b, and that's it. You can solve anything from those 2 equations. That was the equation of the line. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop, and I want you to replay that last 5 minutes. And here's how I'm going to know that you've replayed the last 5 minutes. Because I used the ordered pair 9, 15. I want you to go back and use the ordered pair 4, 5 and see if you get the same y-intercept. Okay? That's how I'm going to know if you actually pause this video and listen to what I said. And I want you to write down any questions that you still have. Make a little question column. Okay? And don't say the whole thing. You have to have a very specific question. Go ahead and do that now.